So I spent the better part of a decade heavily addicted to opiates. Really, it was whatever substance would allow me that mental escape from dealing with the daily stressors and anxieties that we have on a regular basis. I was wrestling with my identity, with who I was, with what my purpose in life was, and what I could do with that. And there was something hollow, something missing inside of me, a void in a sense. Overdose, relapse, treatments, I'll spare you the details, but that became my daily reality. I hurt a lot of people during that time, friends, family, people that really cared about me, and I did a lot of damage to myself. But to say that I regret it would be tough. It's part of who I am now, and it's part of what drives me and defines why I do what I do. Beauty in the aftermath of some of these challenging events in our life, where we can redefine who we are and really dial in what our mission in life is and how we can use that to help other people. When I found CrossFit, something changed. I had recently moved up to Minnesota. I'd gotten clean and I stepped into a gym for the first time. People welcomed me, they embraced me for who I was, and I felt this intangible thing inside me start to scream out like I belong somewhere, that I finally knew what my mission and purpose was. These feelings of self-doubt and insecurity that had plagued me before somehow seemed to diminish every single workout that I did. Every time someone said my name and encouraged me, I felt like I had a purpose again in life. Worked my way up to becoming a coach. It was an incredible honor and gift to be able to lead people through the same journey that I had taken. Over the next few years, my role grew and transitioned, and I saw hundreds, thousands of people walk through the door. I saw their lives improving and changing, and I saw this due to the hard work that they were putting in and day out at the gym. The people at the gym were not just clients or other athletes. They became my friends, my social network, my coworkers. My entire world was kind of taking place there. I felt love, I felt accepted, and I felt valued for who I was and what I had to contribute for the first time in a long time. What I also noticed at the same time was taking place generally in the greater fitness industry, and that's that gyms were opening up for their own profit. They weren't being trained on good, ethical business practices. They were hiring people to coach just to pass time. Clients who were yearning for health, for positive change, for a mentor in their life weren't getting that. They were getting the short end of the stick. They were getting cheated, in my opinion. To me, that's not what I got into this industry to do. I got into this industry to help people and to change people's life every day. I opened CrossFit Southpaw in May of 2019. I was scared. It was overwhelming. I was tired, exhausted, enthusiastic, inspired, and energized all at the same time. My fiance was probably wondering, what was going on. But she was there for me every step of the way. I probably wouldn't have made it without her support and that of my little 3-year-old son. We opened up the doors with just a couple coaches, and we had people flood in. We started running classes right away, and we gradually built up, adding more equipment, adding new coaches, adding more classes, and it's become the most inspiring thing that I've ever done with my life. I feel like I'm doing what I've been called to do as a human. I chose the name CrossFit Southpaw because it's something very near and dear to my heart, being left-handed, but I was also a boxer in college, so the term Southpaw kind of comes literally from that. I learned something that's very unique about Southpaws, though, and that's that Southpaws square up in an unorthodox stance, so their left hand is their power hand, and oftentimes people don't know what to do in that situation because they're used to fighting people who have a more orthodox stance. So a Southpaw, in a more metaphorical sense, is someone who uses the unorthodox to their advantage. And so that's what I'm here to do. That's what CrossFit Southpaw is here to do. We're here to mix things up, to inject professionalism and empathy and good, moral, ethical business and personal practices back into this anemic fitness industry. We have an industry that's dying. And I'm here to resurrect it and to say, you know what? Your health and how you take care of your body is one of the most important, one of the most selfless things you can do, because it allows you to live longer. It allows you to take care of yourself and other people. It allows you to show up and make a better life for your family and for those that you care about. And while we're at it, let's have some fun. We bring in the best coaches from around the area. We work hard at creating fun, engaging workouts that can be done by people at any fitness level. So you can come on in, and what you'll quickly learn is that rather than having people at the other side of the dumbbell rack who are going to be sneering at you because you don't know what you're doing with this machine over here, you're going to have coaches and you're going to have friends from day one. They're going to help you learn how to do those things, how to do those workouts. And it's really cool to see people come in who haven't worked out before or who haven't worked out in a while, who are struggling with body issues, mental health issues, or who just want to get a good stress relief. They come in and they find this community that welcomes them, and they find these coaches that really resonate with their communication styles, and the sky's the limit at that point. We've seen tremendous changes. We're excited for where our gym is going to go this next year and the years to follow. So if you'd like to come check us out, I'd love to talk with you to learn more about your story, just like you've heard some of mine, and talk about how we might be able to help your life.